Hello, I'm Karen Pinney. I want to talk to you about the research that I conducted on behalf of Ascot Tours, who asked for help with looking at how they could improve their organisation. So after doing secondary research first, I then used that secondary research to identify questions that I might want to ask passengers, and use that then to ask 50 passengers about their experience of travelling. I focused on disabled people because this was one particular area of the market that might be important. So I've just explained the rationale for the work to help the Ascot Tours to improve their provision, and by doing this research, I hope therefore I'll be able to give advice and guidance on them as to ways of doing this. So with this in mind, I set my aim as to investigate the ways that Ascot Tours could improve the rail transport provision for disabled passengers. And as you can see, I listed 5 steps that I would go through in order to achieve this. Having started by doing the reading, I organised what I had read into different categories that related to the points that were important on the customer journey. I interviewed every 10th person that walked past me that appeared to be disabled. There is a problem with this because I wasn't able therefore to include people with hidden disabilities. So you can see here, this is some of my findings. I used the comments that were made and grouped them where similar comments had been made by different people, and identified the comments and then wrote down the number of people that made that comment. I then divided it into positive, so this is positive, and this is negative, and into positive. And as you can see, there are a lot less positive information and comments given. In fact, there were 28 compared to 53 negative comments. So for the booking process, there was a negative view. The comments made on the second category about how information was available were also evident, showing that there were many more negative comments than positive comments. The comments made about arriving at the station again had significantly more negative comments than positive comments. Boarding the train, again 69 negative comments as compared to 35 positive comments. And the final category that I analysed qualitative data for shows again much more negative feedback than positive for the journey as an overall experience. In addition to asking people how the railway experience could be changed and improved, I asked people to rate 2 particular questions. Overall, how would you rate the assistance you received on the journey? And as you can see, there was a much higher percentage of positive comments, whereby there were over 60% of the feedback was good or better. And also asked about the perceptions of staff behaviour, again with the highest category by far being very good. It's important to compare how the ratings and the feedback go, because they seem at first glance to contradict each other. However, in terms of the whole experience, people were generally happy, but the comments they gave were for the improvements overall for the different sections. So they weren't saying they were dissatisfied, they were just identifying things that could be improved in the future. So taking all of this into consideration, looking at each of the comments made by the respondents, here is my list of recommendations for Ascot tours. And finally, my references. Thank you.